Why would you take a picture like this? You're literally like
It looks
mean mugging the camera.
Yeah. It looks if I turned around a corner and I saw a guy looking at me like that, I'd be like, ugh. Yeah.
Like why would you take a picture like that, Walter White?
It's time to cut. Yeah, it's giving.
Ha! Oh, that was a good one. Why? Hello, little people of the internet and YouTube. I just hit my cap. We are back for another good, full-size helpings of Star Wars today. I know I've been gone for a while, but I've been a little ill, so, you know, sorry about that. Last week, we watched The Phantom Menace. For me, a little rewatch. For you, it might have been first time, who knows? After the rewatch, and with the, you know, the original trilogy context within my mind, I thought it was good. I liked it, okay? Don't come at me. I like The Phantom Menace. What of it? So, to continue the tradition of that, today we are watching The Attack of the Clones. Ooh, Star Wars. We love Star Wars here at Meggy Cinema. From what I know of The Attack of the Clones, it's my least known about film of the prequels. I don't even know if it's good or not. I barely remember it. I think I enjoyed it while I was watching it as a kid, but, you know, I had that weird, silly goblin child brain, you know? I might not know things as well as I should do with an adult lens, you know? We're going to grab our lightsabers and see what's happened to Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi now with, you know, foresight of what will happen in the future. How do we get to the point where Anakin becomes Darth Vader and Obi-Wan becomes a sad old man living in the desert? Hopefully the second film in the prequels will open my mind onto what actually happened. So that'll be fun. And of course, only a small percentage of the people that's watching this video, and many others just like it, are subscribed to me on YouTube. So if you want to and you enjoy what you're watching, you can do a little subscribe. You don't have to, and you can also always like unsubscribe in the future. You know, but have that as a nice little thought, you know? And if you like this and many good little treats as well, I got a little Patreon as well, where you can see full-length reactions and other nice little like extras that I might think of doing in the future. It'll be all there for you. And my Twitch is also a thing. If you want me to see me live and play along with you with things like Jackbox and maybe marbles, then join me there. It'll be good. But without further ado, let's go! Grab your lightsabers, grab your force powers. Let's get magical. Woo! A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. We're back again. Another Star Wars film for the boys. I love it. Right. Yeah, so like I said, this one is my least known about one, I'd say, of the ones I've already seen. Attack of the Clones. So I'm kind of excited to see what I will feel about this film going into it. Now that I've become a lot more of an exploit at the Star Wars franchise. I'm not just a dirty normie. That is one big ship. Jeez. It looks so clean. All the ships in the prequels look so clean compared to their, you know, the original trilogy. I guess that, I don't know, does that represent the downfall of the galaxy? You know, everything becomes a lot more dirty and grimy compared to the golden age of the Republic. Perhaps, perchance? Who knows? Oh, it's R2-D2, there he is. Our lad, we love him.
I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
Oh. You spoke literally a second too soon there, man. If you just waited a bit longer, you would have to look so embarrassed about being so wrong.
We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
Say that.
Master Yoda, do you think it will really come to war?
The dark side clouds everything. Impossible to see. The future is.
Oh, boo-hoo. Well, you can't use your magic. Well, maybe you need to use actual detective work now, Yoda. You know, sorry if you haven't used that sort of like skill set in 1,000 years. Sorry, I don't feel that sad for him. Oh, there they are.
On edge? Not at all. I haven't felt you this tense since we fell into that.
How many like years is it meant to be between like the last film and this one? Because like Padme, she looks exactly the same except a bit older, whereas Anakin looks completely different. I know it's a different actor, but he is shot up in age, visually. Oh God, not Qui-Gon. Jar Jar Binks. We just can't let go of this guy, man.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean.
No. Okay. Okay, for your first line after not seeing her for ages, don't go with that straight away, man. Like, you haven't seen each other in like 10 years. Have some tact, Annie. You can see her, like, uncomfortable smile there. Jeez.
Not go through this exercise again, Anakin. And you will pay attention to my lead. Why? What?
What? Why are you arguing in front of people, man? Like, honestly, I don't know what it is with Anakin in this film. He's so... He's like a spoilt child. I don't know, I feel like... Oh, I don't know. He needs therapy. That's what he needs.
I hit the ship, but they used a decoy.
We'll have to try something more.
Oh, it's the Fett.
But there can be no mistakes this time.
Oh, some little assassination attempt happening again, I see.
She covered the cameras. I don't think she liked me watching her.
Yeah, especially after your first impression, Anakin. Like, Okay, this is what I don't get about this assassination attempt, okay? Count Dooku wants to kill Padme, so he outsources it to Jango Fett, who outsources it to the Changeling, who outsources it to this robot, who then outsources it to these two little creepy bug things. Well, I guess if you don't want to leave a trail, have like 5 middlemen. Jeez, Obi-Wan! Okay.
Stay here.
Was that necessary? They are very confident in their abilities, these Jedi, man. Almost suicidally so.
Young apprentice.
You know, if you want to get away from the police, it'd be nice to have a vehicle that doesn't scream 24/7. It'd be a bit more inconspicuous, you know? Instead of going, woo!
That was some shortcut, Anakin. He went completely the other way. Once again, you've proved... If you'll excuse me...
Okay. What is it?
I hate it when he does that.
These Jedi got so gung-ho compared to, like, the original trilogy, man.
Next time, try not to lose it.
Yes, Master.
This weapon is your life.
I try, Master.
Hopefully he doesn't lose that weapon again. Or again, and again, in this one film.
You're the closest thing I have to a father. Then why don't you listen to me?
I am trying.
Oh, that's sad considering, like, where they ended up.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Okay, I know that's a cool little callback to, like, a past film. But you just said that person was a changeling. They could have disguised themselves as a death stick dealer. Luckily they didn't, and they haven't changed themselves at all. But don't just be like, go away. That's exactly what what I would want to do if I want to get told to go away by a Jedi. Obi-Wan was lucky that this changeling apparently does not feel like changing at all in this film.
What about Senator Amidala? She will still need protecting.
Handle that. Your Padawan will.
Oh, does that sound like a good idea? Are these Jedi dense? Do they not realize how obsessed Anakin is with Amidala?
You don't need guidance, Anakin. In time, you will learn
Oh, I hate
to
this.
trust your feelings.
To be fair,
Then you will be invincible.
you know, this guy has shown Anakin a lot more, like, respect than, like, any of the Jedi that I've seen so far. No wonder, like, Anakin got so groomed by the Chancellor here, Palpatine.
Even more powerful than Master Yoda.
See, saying stuff like this, it's just, you know, makes him feel good. Maybe if Obi-Wan talked to him like that, he would have turned to the dark side.
He is not.
Representative Binks?
Oh, God.
I know I can count on you.
Really? Why Jar Jar? I feel like he accidentally his way into this position, man. I would not trust him with anything.
Force me with you, Master.
Like, they're using public transportation, and they're not really disguised, like, at all. Like, if there's ever a time to kill her, it's literally right here.
Did you call for assistance?
Is Obi-Wan looking at a statue head of Count Dooku right there? Be cool if he was. Like, in his younger years. A bit of foreshadowing.
Master? Because someone erased it from the archive memory.
Truly wonderful, the mind of a child.
Wow. It is wonderful. And I can't stop thinking about, in a few years' time, Anakin's just going to slaughter all these kids. So, you got that to think about. Well, enjoy this training while you can. Oh, my lord. My lord. What a lovely looking place. Is there a reason why they live in this storm planet? Is it particularly good for clone making? Maybe they need a lot of hydration, I don't know. Here he is, Obi-Wan, the detective of the hour. Time to discover what's going to happen. What does this mystery say? Oh my god, those aliens. Has Obi-Wan got any context of what's happening?
Business. You will be delighted to hear that we are on schedule. 200,000 units are ready, with 1 million more well on the way.
That's good news.
Nice acting there, Obi-Wan.
Pure genetic replication, no tampering with the structure to make it more docile, and no growth
God.
acceleration.
Now I can see where the imagery for the stormtroopers come from, though. I like that they put in, through the series, the prequels at least, little like hints towards where the galaxy was heading. You know? Jeez. Oh, it is kind of scary, though, man. Oh, jeez.
Boba, is your father here?
Boba, there he is! Boba Fett!
May we see him?
Oh, he was just a kite? What do I say? He's just a child here. Dad. And he's from New Zealand, I think, or Australia.
This is Jedi Master
Why did Jango Fett, like, lead him back to his, like, maybe this was part of the plan, I don't know. Just casually led them back home.
Trying to make my way in the universe.
After an assassination attempt, where they saw you, I would go somewhere slightly more, you know, hidden.
I saw my mother. She's suffering, Padme.
God, having these, like, mind powers really seems like a bad... No wonder they take you when you're, like, really small, because any connections, you're gonna drive yourself crazy, it feels like.
I have to help her.
I'll go with you.
What I don't understand is why he, like, go to see his mother before now? Is there a reason why he couldn't? I don't know. They're slaves, which are illegal in the Galactic Republic. There's no reason for the Jedi not to come and try and save her. Gone. That must... Climbing, like, a vertically on a thing and keeping your body weight. That must take a lot of, like, strength. I don't think people realize. While also firing a missile from your back. Jeez. Here he is, this slaver. You know what? The fact that he's on the streets, I don't feel sad at all.
She's not mine no more. I sold her.
You sold her?
Years ago.
Come on, Anakin, you know he's a slave owner. That's not that of a wild thing to find out that he sold her. In fact, I would be surprised if he didn't. You sold her? Yeah. I love that Jango Fett is just, like, leading him, like, Obi-Wan to every location he needs to go to. Jango Fett's so bad at just going somewhere else for a bit.
We'll have surprises for
What a rotten little kid Boba Fett is, man. I know that he's Boba Fett, but he's like, I'm like, come on. Jeez, that was a cool sound effect. I love that. Jeez. Great sound design. And once again, these Star Wars films have great sound design no matter what. It is great.
Oh, hello. How might I be of service?
Hey, there he is. C-3PO. I was waiting for how long he was going to be. He looks very dirty.
Owen Lars.
Oh, God.
This is my girlfriend, Veru.
I would never thought about that before. It's Luke's aunt and uncle. Jeez. When I first saw this film, they were just background characters, but it seems so much more sad now seeing them. Especially what happened to them in the end. Oh, this music. Oh god, he looks a bit evil in this bit. Jeez. It's cool. Oh man, that's a cool shot though.
As I explained to you earlier, I am quite convinced.
Oh, there he is, Saruman. The voice, I can hear it already. Dracula. Oh, there he is. I wonder if they call him Count Dooku because he was Dracula. Count Dracula, you know? Be cool.
Is it you? I'm here, Mom.
Oh my god. It's the worst thing that could happen in this situation, man. He's a guy that lets his emotions get out of control, so Anakin. Who's shouting Anakin?
I killed them. I killed them all. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. I hate them!
Okay, I wouldn't comfort him after that horrifying revelation, Padme.
The Senate must vote the Chancellor emergency powers.
But what senator would have the courage to propose such a radical amendment?
If only Senator Amidala...
Oh god, this guy, this blue guy. How quickly did he get turned to Palpatine's way of thinking, I think? Because he was with the other guy first, wasn't he? Just using Jar Jar. Jar Jar Binks is an imbecile, by the way. He should have not been in this position to start with. Him being general in the last film was questionable at best.
What if I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith? Hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith Lord called Darth Sidious.
This is what I don't get. Because everything Count Dooku said was absolutely true. So was Count Dooku trying to double-cross Darth Sidious, aka the Palpatine guy? I don't know. It makes me wonder if like Count Dooku was being genuine in wanting to do this sort of thing. Wow. After all his pestering and being a creep, Anakin got exactly what he wanted. If that doesn't send a good message to all the people at home, I don't know what would.
I was beginning to wonder if you'd got my message.
I retransmitted it just as you had requested, Master. Then we decided to come and rescue you.
Good job.
Oh, everyone, he's so sassy, man. I love him. He's like my favorite character. How does this usually go for these guys, these Termite people? Like, I assume you don't always have Jedis here to execute. Like that, you know? Do they just... These monsters just, like, instantly eviscerate whatever prisoner you have, and then you just all go home? Because I don't see how a normal person could stand up to this. Well, to be fair, Padme's doing alright. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. We're going to see Mace Windu in action. Mace Windu in action. Samuel, oh, with his purple lightsaber too. Perfect.
Master Windu.
I guess a flamethrower would be a good weapon against Jedis. They can't really deflect against it. Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, just any random lightsaber. They don't mean anything in this film, so, you know, why not? Oh, my friend. Oh, I just saw his head fall off as well. Fall out. It's a shame his backpack. Oh, God, Boba Fett. He had a bad childhood, Boba Fett, really.
Good
You were lucky Yoda had the foresight to bring an actual army to fight an army, you know? Not just a bunch of monks. I like, this is a question I have then for like the transition to the original trilogy. Are all stormtroopers like clones then? Because they're obviously like, that's what they're trying to encapture with the look of these clone troopers. If it gets revealed, I don't think it does get revealed in the third film, I don't know. But if you want to let me know, tell me in the comments below if that's true. That's a cool little fact, you can say.
Master will never allow the Republic to get away with this treachery.
The ultimate, that's the Death Star. I never even noticed that in the original watch of this. Oh god. Whoa, there she is.
Put the ship down! You will be expelled from the Jedi Order! I can't leave her! Come to your senses! What do you think Padme would do with she and your...
I love that this is the point where Obi-Wan finally had enough with Anakin's winter, and he's like, shut up! Shut up! I've entertained every other insane thing you said so far, but this is the point where you must listen to me. I love it. I love it so much.
Together. You're going slowly on the left.
Taking now!
Well, Anakin... No! Just listen for once. Oh, he's got lightning powers. Oh yeah, I forgot he did. Oh, I love his like little curved lightsaber. Wasn't Christopher Lee like an actual swordsman in real life too? That's probably like one of the reasons why he has like such a saber-looking lightsaber. Oh god, no! How nice of Count Dooku to stop and not fully cut his arm and leg off. I wonder how much of the... Oh, God. Okay, that's one reason why Darth Vader had a robot arm. I wonder how much of this was actually Christopher Lee fighting, or if none of it was, you know? God, he is powerful, though, Count Dooku. Jeez, I forgot how he was able to take on both Obi-Wan and Anakin and overcome them both.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
Little salute. Here we go. I think I heard like a lot of people were like either really glad about this or like really upset about this Yoda being like an absolute jumpy bally boy. Because I feel like a lot of the old fans like the idea of Yoda just being like a sage, you know, who was more the wisdomy, forcey type, and not this acrobat. But you know, I think it's cool. It's definitely fan service, but I can't complain. Count Dooku was lucky, man. I guess it's a good representation of his powers. Shame we don't really get to see it much in the third film, though. There's a lot of build-up. This felt like a big build-up to Count Dooku, and I don't think we really get paid off in the next film. But more about that when we get to it.
Welcome home, Lord Tyrannus.
Yeah, see? Tyrannus. He was the guy that did the clones. That is so Palpatine. So obviously Palpatine.
The war has begun.
So this is what I don't get. Was Count Dooku always in lead, or did he have a secret agenda to take down Palpatine? So it's the confusing bit with his discussion with Obi-Wan compared to this, you know? Because he just gave away all the truths to Obi-Wan. I guess Obi-Wan was just very flippant with it. Oh, here we go. Oh, and they even got the Empire ships in the background. Never even noticed. Those are pretty much just the big ships that you see in the original trilogy. Oh, and with the Darth Vader music as well. Oh, this is 100% just a precursor to... God, this is so evil. This is so Hitler-esque, not gonna lie. This is like the Third Reich. God, they're literally getting married. Jeez. This relationship was real fast. This is why I think Anakin did some mind magic to her, man. Like, she was so creeped out by him to begin with, and he didn't really change his tune. In fact, got worse, and now she's all for it. I don't know. With his metal hand. I like the music, though. John Williams never disappoints, that's what I say. And we're going to experience more in the future of his work. And there we have it. George Lucas. Oh, cool. All right. Let's get into the discussion of the film. Woo! Well. That was Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 2. It's pretty cool. I liked it. You know, thinking back at this film, like, from my memories of watching it as a kid, I think I distinctly remember this one being, like, my least favourite of the prequels, you know? But weirdly, I quite enjoyed it. I knew what was coming with Anakin's character, and I feel like that's a big point of contention amongst the fandom in this film specifically. But knowing that's coming and just sort of, like, discarding his weird, childish personality, everything else in this film I quite enjoyed. There's a lot more action-packed. Oh yeah, and Obi-Wan had a lot more of a character sort of like development in this compared to the first film, where he was really only like a side character and only really showed his true potential right at the end. With this one, we get to develop him more as well. The Padme thing with Anakin was definitely a weird sort of side tangent, which, you know, you kind of need to develop like how Darth Vader became who he was. I also like the main plot of this being like a separatist movement headed by an ex-Jedi, but really trying to decide like where his allegiance it truly is. It was a lot more of a tangible sort of like idea than the weird trade dispute of the first film. It felt like the stakes were a lot higher, you know. And Jango Fett, he was back with Boba as well. I get to appreciate Boba more now that I've seen the original trilogy. And he's not just a random bodyguard for Jabba the Hutt. He's literally quite a tragic tale of a clone who is now forced to morph into his dead dad. But hey, I guess that's where he gets his personality from. I don't know why Boba Fett's armor became a lot more green later on. Maybe he repainted it, I don't know. We're going to be going on to the third one. The final prequel, and a lot of people's favourite when it comes to not just the prequels, but Star Wars itself. So I'm excited. And have I seen that? No, I'm pretty sure this film that we just watched was the one I've seen the least, but I'm excited. I think I had the least memories when it comes to the third film, so it'll be cool. It'll be almost like a first-time reaction, but hey. Hope you had a good day watching. If you like, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll hopefully as well be a bit more consistent with the upload times as well. I know I've been very ill with pneumonia the last couple of weeks, so hopefully now we could be back on track. So I'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone. Tra, and may the Force be with you. Woo!